Dear Diary, one step closer to the windfish. In the last episode, we ventured behind a mysterious waterfall to find another dungeon full of secrets, and somehow, someway, we managed to find our way through with another instrument. And so far, I must say, this journey has gone quite smoothly. But is this the episode where the numerous puzzles and challenges get the best of us? I sure hope not. I've had such a great time with this game and seriously want to thank you for all of your support. With new gear in hand and more questions to find answers to, I feel that this will be another episode worth venturing into. So let us begin. Without further ado, go ahead and sit back, relax, grab some snacks, and let's do this. As you can see, we've gotten ourselves a bit of a friend or foe. Honestly, I'm not sure. I really don't think that this ghost means us any harm. But it would appear that it will follow us literally anywhere we go. And so I think now is the time for us to try to figure out what exactly is going on with this little ghosty here. The house, take me. Oh, the house at the bay. Oh. Okay. The house at the bay would be Martha's Bay. Should be this house. This was actually the guess that I had. If you watched the last episode, this was the area or the house that I guessed when it came to where we might need to take it. It was either that or the cemetery. And so it seems like it would like us to take it to the house. Now let me see how to get there, because I think there is a specific way. It looks like the way that we're going could probably not get us there because of these trees. So I think we actually have to go back through Mabe Village and go all the way around to get to the house, which is unfortunate. I'm going to go this way anyway, just to make sure I'm wrong. And while we do that, I will say thank you so much for hanging out today, for joining us on another episode of Link's Awakening. If you've been keeping up with the series, if you've been supporting the episodes as they've been dropping, thank you. I know I say thank you a lot. I truly believe it. Actually, we might be able to get there from here, from this cave. I truly believe it. I mean it. It really is an honor to be able to share this experience with you guys. And so I'm having such a good time with it. And despite the numerous puzzles, we've somehow managed to make it this far. And if you've watched any of the other series, you know that puzzles are they're not my strong suit, but somehow we've managed to make it through. Okay, this could get us there. I think this is it. Wow, so that really does work. You picked up an apple, delicious and good for some hearts. Also, wait, did we actually keep them? Oh no, so it just gives us hearts. That's pretty cool. And now that we have that, I actually am curious about the monkey in the tree. And whether or not we can actually get the monkey out of the tree. Oh, we can swim now. Oh my goodness. We can swim now. I totally forgot. Potentially the greatest, I would say, ability that we've gotten so far in this game is the ability to swim. Now we don't have to die embarrassingly to drowning. There we go. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? There we go. Here, enter my house. All right, let's see what happens. I always had a feeling this house had something special about it. And now we finally know why. Nostalgia, unchanged. I love this song. Boo-hoo. Wait, is this... I'm assuming this is a sad little ghosty. Enough, cemetery. Take me, my grave. All right, so it would appear that our little ghost friend wanted to do a bit of nostalgia. Now to the cemetery we go, which from here... from here, we could probably go back through the... Probably could go back through the bay or the Tarambo shores. Go back through Mabe Village and then try to get to the cemetery that way. Even with a map, I still find myself getting lost. I always have to look at where we're going. Does the charge work here? Oh my gosh, it does. And then he just runs off. Can we get the bananas from here? Okay, no. It's weird, whenever you do the charge thing, he kind of does this very strange, he kind of moves diagonally. Yeah. I love the charge ability, but boy, is it hard to use sometimes. All right. Back at Mabe Village, the cozy little town that you are. Let's make our way through here. And then I suppose, yeah, it seems like we could just go straight through, climb up the ladder, and that should get us there. Well, clearly we're really bad at using the charge ability to get around, at least. All right, is it this one? I think it might be. My grave. Yes, I understand. All right, here we go. Oh my gosh, it got a lot darker in this area. Maybe if we just keep going. Well, no, actually, no, we have to. The grave has to be here, right? There we go. And I wonder if the grave is actually here. Like I was thinking maybe we have to go down. I'm also trying to think. Oh yeah, I was like, is there a solo grave somewhere I can remember? This has got to be it. Thank you. A jar for you. Put something inside. Bye-bye. You got a fairy bottle. It looks big enough to hold a fairy inside. Well, man, I thought that was like a optional quest. Seems like that was part of the main story. It's been some time since our paths crossed, lad. You must dive into the waters of Martha's Bay to enter the Catfish's Maw. The closer you get to the windfish, the more restless he sleeps. Carry onward. Yes, you as well, random owl. And our journey continues. So that was an interesting start, helping the little ghost friend, which I guess, I don't know if we had to do that. It seemed like what we got from it was optional. And so there's a couple areas that I would like to go to. I know there's something over here that we couldn't get to previously because we couldn't swim. And so I think we're going to head south. Maybe we'll go back the way we came in. But we got the monkey to move. And so don't know how I did that. No idea. No idea. All right, so yeah, it looks like we can go out this way. I don't know, there's something about the cemetery and the mysterious woods. Is that what they call it? Yeah, the mysterious forest that somehow have become some of my favorite areas in the game. And I'm not really sure why. I just think they're pretty cool. All right, so I know we need to take this teleporter to the animal village. This area that we still can't get to. Oh yeah, okay. We're going the right way. I wanted to see what was in the water over here. Boy, I will tell you though that, man, just when you think you're done with an area, you quickly are reminded that you're never done. I didn't think we'd ever come back here. I felt like we got everything we needed here. Not so much. There it is. All right, a secret seashell for our troubles. I think that was probably about all. All right, so now we can go to the teleporter. Looks like we can get a little shortcut up here. There we go. All right, so to the animal village we go because we got the hibiscus that we needed for the shopkeeper. So we'll see if she'll trade us for something or if this endless quest of trading items will actually be over. All right, so this is Chef Bear. What did Chef Bear want? I don't remember. No. I think Chef Bear just wanted to have a cozy little conversation. But there was one of these houses where she actually wanted to buy something. I think it's the red house over there. I love all these little houses. They're just so nice. When you walk inside, you don't expect there to be that much, but there's a lot of little great things in them. All right, here we go. Actually, no, it's not this one. It's not this one. I feel like we will end up going back there, but I can't remember which one it is. I gotta be missing something. There was specifically a house that I remember going to. No, it's the Seashell Mansion. We've already kind of been there a few times, actually. So we went to this one. We did this one. Was it this one? Yeah, the one, literally the one we skipped. You brought me hibiscus. How sweet. Well, since you are such a gentleman, I have a request to make of you. Will you listen? I would like you to take this letter to a Mr. Wright who lives on the border of the mysterious forest, please. We know exactly where to go. We know exactly where to go. And our journey to trade off items continues. And I think we actually have a teleporter somewhat close to Mr. Wright. Actually, no, I take it back. It's not close at all. Well, actually, no, because he's all the way. I think this is his shack. And there is a teleporter, but we haven't gotten there yet. Which I wonder if we could get there now. No, we couldn't get there. We'd have to go through here and cross the bridge, and it's a whole thing. I don't really even care about what's over here. I'm assuming there's a dungeon up here, but I really am after the teleporter. But it looks like our best way is just going to go through Mape Village, and then we can get there from that point. All right, you know what? Actually, let's pick up some arrows while we're here, because we are pretty tapped out. 10 arrows, wonderful. Just gonna max out. All right, perfect. Actually, let me check. Do we have bombs? Oh my gosh. Okay. So we're good. Yeah. We got enough bombs. I'm actually going to trade so we don't accidentally use any arrows. All right, I think it's this way. What I'm curious about with this game too is how Echoes of Wisdom will be different, because I have that one as well. And I bought it a time ago, actually. And at the time I bought it, I still hadn't played this game, but it was on sale. It was on a really good sale. I think it was like $20 or something like that. And I knew I was going to get to it eventually. And so I just picked it up. It was like one day. And so now that we're playing this, I feel like, once we beat this, obviously we're going to go into Echoes of Wisdom. And I'm just curious how that's going to be. You don't get a lot of games where you get to play as Zelda. And so I'm actually really excited for that. Actually, I don't know any game where it's like a Zelda. Zelda's like the main focus of the gameplay. What's this? A letter for me? I'm so happy. And look, the letter came with a photograph. What the heck was that? No. Wait, I really wish I didn't click through that so fast. Was that Peach? Oh, wait. Well, the beautiful thing is, if you're watching this, you have the ability to pause it. But I'm pretty sure that was Princess Peach. And I don't really know. I don't really know what to say about that. I have so many questions. I have so many questions. It looks like all I have is this broom. How will that be? Fine, I guess. You got a broom for your reward, as your reward from Mr. Right. But that photo was not of... Yeah, it was not. We had to smash up his apartment, just to send a message, courtesy of Mario. All right, so we did that. We got a broom. I'll be honest, though. That is where my knowledge of where to go next has run out. I don't know where to take this broom. But we'll figure it out. We will figure it out. Let me see, actually. If we wanted to get to that statue or that platform, we'd have to enter it from here, which I don't even know if that's possible. We might have to enter it from here. And this is the windfish, where the windfish sleeps. So definitely not there. The bottle grotto. Yeah, we'll figure it out. At some point, the answer will come to us. Oh, I always go the wrong way. This is not it. All right, so let's get back to the teleporter. Well, actually, no, we can just take it all the way down back to Martha's Bay. And I guess the puzzle will be, how do we get inside? Probably from Animal Village, actually. I mean, we can just go from here and see if we're able to get in from there. Maybe the owl statue will give us the way. Oh, with a team attack. Interesting. All right. We shall keep going. I always love crossing through this little town. It's just so nice. Oh my gosh. Man, those little foxes, they don't take any back talk. All right. Almost there. All right, to the Animal Village. And here we go. So this area is going to be important. I feel like we're not really done here in the Animal Village. I feel like there's still something important. I did try to use this, thinking I would get like a different song or something. But no such luck. And yeah, no such luck. And it looks like when you do try to choose it, though, it looks like you get 3 options. So maybe we haven't learned all of her songs. But we'll see. All right, so now that we can swim, the world has opened up to us in a big way. Looks like we could swim on that side. Oh, what is this? A mermaid. Hello, Miss Mermaid. When I was swimming in the bay, the waves took a very important necklace from around my neck. If you find it, I will let you take a scale from my tail. Can I even fight? No, I can't even fight in here. Oh my gosh. Wait, can we go in the boat or? It's no use, little buddy. A fish took my hook. I keep casting my line into the water, but I haven't gotten a bite. I thought this wouldn't happen. All right, so he needs a hook. She needs a necklace. I really do wish one of them needed a broom of some kind. So I'm like wondering if I'm supposed to let the thing take me into the water. Like if you're supposed to get sucked in by the cyclones. But probably not, right? All right, so her scale, I wonder if it goes in there. And maybe that's what clears the path. There we go. Another piece of heart. Beautiful stuff. Yeah, that is definitely, without a doubt, where we need to go. When swimming in the bay, the waves took an important necklace from around my neck. Okay, so the waves. So I don't know. Maybe, yeah, maybe we gotta go over here. But we'll travel up here first, just to see what is over in this direction. Oh yeah, a lot of tricky paths. There are two shrines, one to the north and one to the other to the south. First, head south where ancient ruins speak of the windfish. You will learn much there. All right, to the south we go. Oh my gosh, what are these things? Are they real? Oh no, they're definitely real. They're definitely real. And they're like made out of Legos. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we can't even get in there. All right, and we're close to dying, so we gotta just get out of here. Oh my gosh, they just won't give up. I took him out with one arrow, though. Very surprising. Yes, we're fighting back. We're fighting back no longer. Picking them all up, hoping that they're, at least one of them has, some hearts or something. Now, we couldn't get down below from where those statues were, but... Wow, so the bow and arrow is really the key. It's very surprising. All right, so the ancient ruins. That must be the shrine. Oh my gosh, if we can just get through all these soldiers. I'm like not sure. Am I supposed to lure them in or? Can't even get close to them. There we go. And we are in. All right. I'm assuming this is the first cavern. Yeah, no, it's definitely one. It's definitely, I don't know if it's a, I don't think this is a mine or a dungeon, but we actually don't have a lot of health either. Looks like he's gonna crash the floor. I wonder if I'm supposed to blow him up or something. Definitely not. I don't expect magic powder would work, but I feel like they would give us some sort of something if we Actually needed it to beat the boss. That almost cost us. All right. It doesn't seem like just dodging it is working. Uh-oh. Yeah. Bombs are definitely not the way. But heavy attacks seem to be. Oh my gosh, just when we figured it out. Just when we figured it out, we lost everything. No, it should make this second go around much easier. There we go. Wow, did we really lose 4 hearts from that? All right, second time is always much easier. We got the face key. Clearly. To the finder, the Isle of Koholint is but an illusion. Human monster sees sky, seen on the lid of a sleeper's eye. Awake the dreamer, and Koholint will vanish much like a bubble on a needle. Cast away, you should know the truth. So this island isn't even real? What in the inception? Okay, as soon as we step outside, we better get greeted by this owl. I have a lot of questions. Oh, thank goodness. I'm so confused. Ooh, I see you've read the relief. While it does say the island is but a dream of the windfish, no one is really sure. Just as you cannot know if a chest holds treasure until you open it, so you cannot tell if this is a dream until you awaken. The only one who knows for sure is the windfish. Trust your feelings. Someday you will discover the answer. All right, so he said there's 2 shrines, one to the south and then one to the north. Now, the most unfortunate thing about the situation is not that we're potentially living in a dream, but the fact that we have to now circumvent through this area once again. I'm not a fan. But we definitely can get through it if we are most diligent. We can get through it this way. Oh no. Those little guys are the worst. All right, now let's head north. There we go. The windfish slumbers long, the hero's life gone, and potentially another secret shell. We've tested this theory before. It has not failed us yet. There is always a secret seashell somewhere near the owls. However, this one may not have one, which would be very surprising. We've gotten pretty lucky. Maybe not even, maybe luck isn't even the right word for it, but all right, well, perhaps there is no such thing. I'm actually not sure which way we should go. Oh, that works against them. Oh, that's cool. I actually never tried to shoot the little electrical guys. And then back to Animal Village. Okay. I'm curious, did I go this way? It's hard to know for sure sometimes if you've been... Yeah, we have been. If you've been in a certain direction until you actually go there. All right, to the north we go. All right. So there was one. So our theory still holds true. That nearest these owl statues always seems to lie a secret shell for us. Let me go in here. Oh, that's the face card or the face, whatever the face for the face key. So how do I, oh, so you just, oh, nice. You caught a fairy in a bottle. Set it free anytime you want to get healed. Oh, thank goodness. That is pretty great. All right. That is actually amazing. Because there's a lot of times where we've just been holding on to a wish that we can get some health. Let's see, can we actually go in the waterfall? You know, there's always a part of me. There's always a part of me that likes to believe that we can. All right, to the next area. With our new swimming flippers in tow. Feels like we actually can. Oh man, I wonder if I should have jumped from there. We definitely still wouldn't have been able to get to the other side, but Tall Heights. Somehow we still haven't been whatever or wherever this is. Somehow.
Yeah.
You there. Want to go on a raft ride for 100 rupees? Sure. There are two ways to ride the rapids. With the rapids raid, the goal is to pick up as many items as you can. The other way is the rapids race, where you try to get to the end as fast as you can. Which course? Let's go with the race. The raft is ready for you to go outside. Oh, was this like a little, I'm so sorry. I have to do it. I have to do it. It had to be done. I'm so sorry. Oh, the raft. Oh, there it is. So we came from down here. Looks like if we go into the water, there might be a little cavern or something. You want to challenge the river rapids on a raft. Proceed to the office at once. So, the raft shop. All right. Okay, there we go. Okay, so it did clear up. So we're just still missing this one, and then... Oh my gosh, you serious? Oh my gosh. I was like, wait a second. Something doesn't feel right about this. I was like, wait a second. Okay, our time is absolutely destroyed. I was like, why do I feel like I'm going so slow? All right, we try to make up the time as best we can, or at least consider this like a practice run or something. Because there is no way. The Rapids race is over. Looks like you set a new record. Your time was... Oh, wow. It's not great. You want to go another? Oh, no. It costs 100 rupees to do that. Wait, what is the purpose of that? Is there some kind of... I mean, I did see a chest there, but I'll have to go back around. I mean, we only have 200 something rupees left, so I am a little apprehensive about spending our hard-earned coin like that. All right, so where does that leave us then? Because we did have a north shrine that we needed to go to, which I don't know. Is that up here? That might be in there. You know, I wonder, should I just take the raft and then still go to the next, because it looked like you could maybe go to a new area. Or I guess we can just dive in on our own. We don't even need a boat. All of that for a piece of heart. So we got another one. All right, I guess that was all that was here. I really thought that was going to lead us to a new area and try to get us up here somehow. But it seems like if we want to go there, we'd have to... It looks like we'd have to go up and then over, or at least something like that. Oh my gosh, it's the grandma. A new broom. For me, it is, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, you're welcome, Granny. It only took us like half an hour. In return, you can have the fishing hook I found when I swept by the riverbank. I feel like this should feel a lot more exciting than it is. But it only took us about 20 minutes to find where that broom was supposed to go. Which I guess is kind of embarrassing because Granny was like one of the first people we met. I mean, maybe that's why we forgot about her, but still. Now that puts us in a good spot because now we know exactly where this goes because we already found this guy, the boat, the fisherman. All right. Now, in addition to that, while I was running around, literally doing laps around this entire map, just trying to figure out what I hadn't discovered yet, what I hadn't figured out, I really feel like this is where we're supposed to go. They were saying something about, people keep talking about Martha's Bay, and this is like the only thing here. And whatever this is, which I'm hoping whatever our little quest is, I'm hoping that it'll lead here because the little mermaid lady, she needs something that I'm hoping this boat guy will give us. And then maybe she'll give us the thing that we need to get here, which maybe will give us access to get into here. We'll see. We'll see. That's the assumption right now. I mean, this game, it's such a massive just puzzle. You know, you're doing so much backtracking. It's so easy to forget about things like Granny. Anyway, that's where we're at. I'm feeling refreshed. I stopped for a little while to just stretch and then just kind of do a little bit of exploring on my own. So we did end up having to skip a little bit. I kind of cut out a lot of the just running around. I mean, we didn't solve anything. We just kind of going through the map and just taking notes of anything that we saw that we hadn't figured out yet. Oh, speaking of things we hadn't figured out, there was a spot it was, yeah, this spot, which was near here, which is where we did the dungeon. Because I was looking around this area and trying to figure out how do we get to like whatever this is. And feeling like it had a lot to do with, there was a cave that we entered that got us up here. But I don't remember how we got there. But I don't remember this. No idea what that is. So we're going to go over there and see if there's something we could figure out. And that is here. And I'm like, I don't think I went in that room. I thought I did after we got the flippers, but I don't know, maybe I didn't. Nice. Question is, how do we even get over there? Wait, do we have to go in the water? Let me see if there's another access point to the water over here. Yeah, okay, here we go. I think this is the one we went. So is this how we got up top? I feel like, oh no, this is just where we got another heart over there. All right. Let's hope we can just get into this cave and that there isn't some sort of random puzzle that we have to solve to get to it. All right, so this was the dungeon, right? Okay, yeah, so this was the level 4 Angler's Tunnel. We beat this. This is how we got the flippers. I'm just so surprised. If this was right here, why did I not go in this room? Sometimes I feel like I can miss the most obvious stuff. Yeah, we definitely have not been in here. What is this? I am Mambo, child of the sunfish. Have you got an ocarina? Oh, what if this is the second or third one? Then I can teach you my song. You've learned Mambo's Mambo. When you get out of the water, play it. When you play my Mambo, you can warp to a warp point around the island. Try this tune in the dungeons too. And since today's a special day, I'll let you warp to Mambo's pond too. Was that it? Wait, what does it mean it'll let you warp to a point? Oh my gosh, it is? Okay. We were just talking about this. I thought we were going to get 3 songs from Marin. And I still don't know what this does, but it is interesting. So now we have this one. Oh, I love the little bubbles. Are you serious? Oh my gosh. That is a game changer. That is an absolute game changer. What do you mean we can just warp anywhere? Like, oh no, I didn't mean to do that. To any point that we have found before. That's so useful. Okay. Okay. love that the bow and arrow just deletes those things now. All right, how do we get back into the water? Because I need to go... What is that area? I need to get to... Okay, so here it is. All right, into the water we go. So we got little Miss Mermaid here. The mermaid lady. And then... where was the boat? All right. Here we go. So now... Okay, I think we're finally getting somewhere. Oh, what is that you have in your hand? It's not a fishing hook, is it? You had better let me have it. I'll give you my next catch if you let me have it. Keep your eyes open and watch a pro at work. My, that's a big one. The fishing hook became a necklace. Lucky. I will say I have enjoyed, for the most part, you know, the parts where we could figure it out. I've enjoyed the parts of giving an item and then getting an item and then finding someone else to give it to and then they give me something and then it's really enjoyable, you know, when you can figure it out. So this goes to her. That's it. That's my necklace. Give it back. I will give you a scale, as I said. Promise you'll only take one. You returned the necklace and got a scale of the mermaid's tail. How will you use it? Oh, so she's gone now. All right. Now, I think that scale... I feel like it's gotta go here. It's gotta go here. But I don't know if I can cross this. I definitely can't cross it. Which is the only way it feels like to get over there. I feel like it definitely goes there. Okay. So then we need to figure out, which I'm hoping has something to do with the next dungeon. It feels like every dungeon we've done, we've gotten an item. And so let me see if I can... There's got to be a way in here, right? An artist once asked me to pose for him and wanted a scale too. Can the legend of the magnifying lens be true? Magnifying lens. What is this? What? Is that a dive spot? Listen, I've played a number of games where the bubbles coming up from the ground only meant one thing. Oh my gosh, there it is. There it is. Please tell me this is the dungeon and not just some random building. Oh, thank goodness. Level 5, Catfish Maw. Now, the only thing we can hope for is that whatever item we get here helps us cross. Maybe we get like a bigger jump. You know what I mean? Maybe we get like a super long jump or something. This place sounds kind of intense. All right, unfortunately, no keys yet. I say if we can just find the map, we'll be in a good spot. You got the compass. Now you can see where the dungeon chest and nightmare are hidden. The compass has a new feature. Oh yeah, and this is a doozy. Holy moly, that's a large map. All right, well, we're just not going to fight those things. We're not going to worry about it. Interesting. All right. Onward. Oh my gosh, these ones throw things at you? The nerve. Not today. I always push these things in case one of them moves. Looks like it doesn't matter though, even though they move. Interesting. All right. So somehow we ended up all the way at the other edge of the map. There's got to be something here. All right. They said try it in a dungeon too. Oh, you can warp to the entrance. Okay. Other than that, it doesn't really do anything, I guess. I'm curious what this is supposed to mean. Maybe it's got something to do with the... Maybe it's got something to do with the last room. Not sure what it would have to do with this room, but definitely does feel like a puzzle. And we can only move it once, so... And that's it. I don't know why this would do anything, but... Definitely feels like it has something to do with this room, though. It's like I want to push them in a straight line. Maybe if I push them all right in the same row. Wow. I'm really disappointed that didn't work. Maybe if we push them all in the middle, like a square. There it is. All right. I was like, there's got to be something here. No idea what this room is, but it doesn't seem like there's a key. So maybe we'll come back to it, probably. All right, on to the next room. With this key, we shall take things back to the very beginning. And the only key spot we found Here we go. Oh my gosh. All right, let's see. Something about these crystals that I want to destroy. There we go. Now, we still haven't found the beak yet. This one has one. Interesting. Bombs are always a good option. That didn't work. But I feel like there's something about these puzzle, these like flooring things. Oh, I see. So I don't even know how we just did that. No idea. I guess just waiting for the right opening. Something about that. I can't beat you. I'm out of here. All right. It would have been nice to get a key or something. I've got what was inside this box. Come and get it if you can, the master. Well, we love a good puzzle. Oh, look at those little fishies. Yeah, this is... there's so many things about this game that are very Mario coded. All right, just another room, I guess. Perfect. Oh no. No, we already used the key that we had. Oh, I love how you can jump on them too. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. I love it. All right, on the other side. All right, we're in a tricky spot because we're entering a lot of rooms. Entering a lot of rooms that we have no idea how to get through. Just kind of hoping we can find our way. Perfect. Was there anything in that room? It didn't seem like there was. And then it takes us, so this takes us all the way back to where we were before. Probably didn't need to waste that bomb. And there we go. Hopefully another key. Oh, the beak. Yeah, we'll take that. I feel like we're moving a lot slower in this dungeon. I think we're just hoping we don't miss anything. Actually, I think the key was up here, right? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we got through that. I really thought we were going to get hit. Yeah, now you got this room. What is this? Had to try it, but I knew we weren't going to be able to get over there. And like shooting arrows, it's like there's no way this can be the way. Oh my gosh, I didn't think it was going to start me there. All right, yeah, this dungeon is a little tricky. Also, the enemies weren't here before. And the gate doesn't reopen. Yeah, no idea. Part of me thinks, okay, well, maybe I messed it up. Maybe I destroy this and I can push the middle one. Assuming I can actually... There we go. No, it doesn't move. Yeah, we're kind of stuck there. That's unfortunate. We are kind of stuck. That door won't open. I guess we just have to go all the way back around. Try to see if we can find the key. There was one spot. There was one room that had a key. I don't remember which one though. Oh my gosh. All right, there we go. Wow, there are a lot of different types of enemies here. No way. Had I not done that to get into this dungeon, I would never have thought to actually dive in to this room. And another dead end. I feel like there's an ability or something we're going to have to be able to get before we get to the end of this dungeon. And typically that's usually how it works, right? We'll get whatever the item is. Like in the last dungeon, we got the flippers, you know, kind of halfway through. I feel like once we get whatever this thing is, it will really help us get to the other side. So this room feels like a dead end. Oh, but we can now get up this way. Open that door. Totally worth it. Nothing there. Nothing here. Please tell me this is the room. This is just the other side of the room. I'll say there's got to be some way to get this room open. So this is 3. So we've seen 4, we've seen 1, we've seen 3. No idea what that means. This has got to be it. This is just for the map. Oh my gosh. It's just for the map. Something about this dungeon stresses me out. But that's alright. We're making progress. It may not be... You know, every step we take is getting us closer to the thing. Whatever the thing is. We can't get over there. Unfortunate. Am I pushing every door, hoping something works? Can I get that? Oh, there we go. There's no way it's teasing us with another locked way. Unheard of. All right, so now I guess we go this way. So this is 2. All right, so it seems like we're going to have to fight this boss 4 times. Oh, I don't even need to charge. We know where 3 is. There we go. So that's 2. On to the next room. The problem is I don't remember where 3 was. I think we were just at it. I think it was... Gosh. Assuming we can even live that long. Thankfully, we have the fairy jar. All right, number 3. And number 4 was kind of close to the beginning. I think number 4 was actually at the very beginning. It was the first room that we found. Perfect. On to number 4. Actually, we do need those hearts. All right, we're just in it for the hearts. All right, so number 4 is all the way over here. It's cool that it's labeled. You can kind of see which ones are which. I think the real challenge now will be trying to figure out how to get to number 4. I think we can go this way. Oh boy. Unfortunate. We're just trying to get to the end. These dungeons are always so, there's always a big question mark of, is this going to be the one? Is this going to be the one that keeps us from finishing this game? If there's one thing that'll stop me from finishing a game, it's a puzzle. If you can't destroy a skeleton with your sword, try using bomb. I think our sword works just fine. But the bombs do work pretty well. All right, so, okay, so we just got to go down. We go down, and then we got to go across. I think this was it. Yeah, this is definitely it. All right, number 4. The test of patience. There it is. There it is. The hook shot. Its chain stretches long when you use it. Perfect. And now... Perfect. Oh my gosh. This dungeon has become a lot more doable. We can go back to the areas that we were previously at. We didn't really know how to get across those ledges. And now we can. The hook shot actually makes the game, I think, a lot easier going forward. But I also said the same thing about the bombs and the arrows, and they definitely have made the game a lot easier. So once you get these items that, you know, you have been wanting to get for a long time. I didn't know if it was going to be a hook shot, if it was going to be like some kind of a, you know, long jump boots or something like that. Oh my gosh, it just made it so much easier. It just trivialized this dungeon. All right, so looks like we gotta go up. All right, so I don't know if the stairs gets us anywhere. Looks like everything we're missing is going to be up. So we're just going to go over here. I think we're pretty good there. We're going to go up. Okay, so here's another one. There we go. 50 rupees. Very nice indeed. Oh my gosh. Another 50 rupees. So that takes care of those two. We'll go over here. Another key. Beautiful. Oh, this is so cool. This might be the most useful item we've gotten. I immediately think about all those tree stumps that we encountered that we now are going to be able to... Let me see if there's anything. Nothing, right? I think about all those tree stumps that we encountered and that I knew there was going to have to be some sort of thing that got us to them. And now we can. All right, so this was 2. Now we have to figure out, maybe it's yeah, it's got to be this staircase that gets us to the other key. Oh my gosh, why did that? I thought I ran right through those. I don't. I definitely don't. All right, here we go. I guess we don't really need healing. But I will take this heart. There we go. So another boss. Wow. They're really not kidding around. they're just... It just never ends. Okay, I was starting to question maybe I should be using the hook shot or something and like trying to pull my way to them, which if we didn't defeat them then, that was going to be the next strategy. All right, here we go. Can we use the hook shot up? We can. I guess probably only in this room, right? That's pretty cool. I'm glad we tried that. So we are missing a key. How is that possible? Oh my gosh. It's in this room. Let's see if we can go back to the beginning. That is very useful, though. It's incredibly useful. So now, because we need to get over there. And I didn't know how to get, I mean, I could have gotten back like the manual way, but I felt like it was just going to take forever. So we have to go here and then up. Okay. Getting through the, like, I don't know how we did it the first time. There it is. Can't believe we missed this one. I forgot to go back. The question is, how do we get back? Oh, there it is. I was like, I didn't even see this. Yeah, I should have seen that coming. All right, so now we can take it back here. But we have to go to this room. I think this is the right way. Yeah, no, this is definitely it. Okay. All right, here we go. Onward. However, we don't have the master key. We have to get here. How do we even get to this room? Oh boy. I always somehow manage to find my way to the master room or the nightmare room without getting the nightmare key. This happened in the last dungeon too. Oh yeah, this was the one. Yeah, I was like, which of these doors open again? All right, I think it's got to be, it's one of these. I don't remember which one, but we shall find it. Shouldn't be too hard to find. All right, maybe it's this one. Yeah, it might be this one. I think this might be it. I don't remember. Oh boy. I just want to find this room. Yeah, it's not this one. This is the one we were just at. At least now we know it's definitely not this room. That still leaves us with one other room to try. I wonder if it has something to do with these rotating rooms. Or this room where you gotta push the thing. This has gotta be it. One of the few areas I haven't returned back to since getting the hook shot. Oh, was it down here? Was this? Yeah, was it here? I think it might have been. Yeah, this is it. Oh, okay. All right. Now for the last big challenge of this dungeon is, can we find our way back to the master or the nightmare room? I still like, I don't know why. For some reason, I just did not, I would not have thought to check here, but there's something about that room that seemed like you should be able to go down there. All right, so we can just go back the same way. This one should lead to that one, if I remember. These dungeons, I mean, they're mazes. It was very easy to get confused for me. Is this it? I think it is. Yeah, this is it. Yeah, this is definitely it. All right. I know the dungeons aren't, you know, they're not that big, but for some reason I tend to struggle. Here we go. I shall eat you. The slime eel. There we go. That's impressive that oh, unfortunately, yeah, we didn't get a lot of time with that one. Wow. tisk tisk, you don't seem to know what kind of island this is. What a fool. Wait, was that it? I thought that was just part one of the fight. I mean, I'm not complaining, but... Holy moly. And another heart container. Oh, we got 2 rows. Oh, look at this one. Oh, very nice. Very nice. You could tell they really put a lot of detail into the instruments, because every time we see them, I mean, from, you know, like literally each of them, it's just so, so nice. You got the Wind Marimba. That's pretty cool. Shrine. The island's secret in the shrine. Okay, so it definitely feels like the shrine thing that we went to. Oh, thank goodness we now have the ability to just warp to another point. It now feels like the shrine that we went to was a part of potentially the next dungeon, which is, you know, takes us over here. This is where we saw the shrine. It definitely feels like that may have been a part, that big reveal may have been a part of the next mission. But now that we have the hook shot, it definitely does feel like, you know, things are going to be a bit easier to get to. There was a lot of stuff we just couldn't reach because we weren't able to get over those long gaps. And there's this area down here that we should now be able to get to. Finally. Holy moly. It's been really bothering me. We got the whole map pretty much uncovered, except for this one tiny area. It seems like we're finally going to be able to figure that out. So another mission done. And as you can see, another instrument in our arsenal. It's becoming more difficult. This might be my favorite one now. I don't know. I love it. I really like the sea lily's bell and the harp. All of the instruments, they just look so beautiful. Like they really did a great job, like redesigning them. I mean, I'm sure if we were to go back and look at what these things looked like in the original, I mean, it probably looks very different, but we do have the face key, which should help us a bit in the next mission. And now that we have the hook shot, that should help us get this mermaid scale to the statue and see what that gives us, which I think is some kind of like it seemed like the mermaid was saying something about a magnifying glass or something like that. So we'll see. But I would say this episode definitely started off. I was worried. I was worried about whether or not we could do it. But it just goes to show the beauty of stepping away for a minute, getting some fresh air. And it feels like we came back and we were able to like really figure out what to do and where to go. And the answers were always right in front of us, you know? We just had to stop overthinking them. So beautiful, beautiful life lessons in today's episode. But if you did enjoy this and you want to support, a great free way to do so is by dropping a like on this video, comment your thoughts down below, subscribe if you're new here and you enjoy cozy commentary or your viewing pleasure. As always, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.